In full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Wilson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Not much there, only a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on their feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Wilson.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Jordan, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Evans. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 36, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Milton Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and 1 here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 31, Wilson eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Wilson's pass complete to Elijah Moore. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Jets.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson will throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got some room at the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Shedding the tackle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Evans has got the first down and then some. And down to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Five yards remain on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give right side. Jordan. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, a run with Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run here with Evans. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Chris Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So, Fly Eagles